Hello there, and welcome to the first episode of 2026 of Midnight Movie Mania. Can you believe it? We're in 2026. We're into the future. Ooh. Oh, dear God. The year that Metropolis is based on, apparently. Where's the fucking flying cars? Where's the robots and such? But moving on.
China.
Yeah, yeah. Have you seen, by the way, have you seen that robot that's supposed to do the washing for you? It can only do
Oh,
one thing at a time and it gets stuck, and it's like,
hmm
aye, moving on. Anyway, my name is John, and with me is my co host Alex.
hello, that is my name. Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. Hey, right then. Now we are doing a B movie cult, a classic, William Castle's 1959 House on Haunted Hill, starring the late great Vincent Price. So before we kick off this
hmm
whole movie thing, was this the first time you saw this classic?
Yeah, this was the first time that I'd seen this version.
Okay, okay, right,
I've watched the 1999 version a million and one times, so I
yes,
kind of obviously it's a little bit different, and
mm-hmm.
the way the story is told is a little bit different, but it's the same basic premise, right?
Yeah, yeah. I was about to ask you, have you seen the remake 1999 remake? So yes, and have you seen the other one, the 2004 spin-off of the 99 version? Was it Return to the House on Haunted Hill?
No, that sounds like something that I want nothing to be involved with.
No.
I have seen the TV series The Haunting of Hill House,
Right. Mm, mm,
uh, which was fantastic. But
mm.
yeah.
I tried watching it and gave up after the second episode. It was like, eh. So I gave up. But yeah, like I says, this cult class, I must have saw this, God, a good 3 dozen times. So yeah, this is my
hmm
one of my favourite B movies, right behind Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. So yeah, yeah,
hmm
yeah. This is because it's just so corny, it's so cheesy, it's so camp, and
hmm
it just oozes. What's the kids call it again? Spoopy. It just oozes
hmm
spoopy atmosphere. It's just ridiculous. I mean,
And did you want to remind the people listening why this movie was chosen? The theme?
oh yes, it was the January Blues. It's movies that cheer us up, and I've got to say, this thing will not fail to put a smile on my face. The acting, especially off the quote unquote teenager Nora, who screams every 8.7 seconds, and she kind of works my last nerve towards the end of it. I'm like, would you shut up, love?
Mm, She was supposed to be a teenager?
Yes, she's supposed to be about 19, 20. So
I see.
yeah, yeah, because she was a quote unquote receptionist. So
Mm,
get in. Because
okay.
I'll do a quick plot. A multi-millionaire industrialist and his gold digging wife wants to throw a haunted house party at the only quote haunted house in the world. So they rent it out and they have five random guests, including a pilot, a psychiatrist, and an alcoholic owner of the house who's afraid of the house because of the ghosts and the spooks and the ghouls and the such inside the house. Unbeknownst to our host, his wife plans to kill him, so she plans to spook the said teenager, quote unquote teenager, to shoot her husband, and she will walk away with his millions of dollars. However, the
Mm,
husband is onto her, and he then kills her and her boyfriend. He then
mhm.
goes, justice will prevail, and walks off into the dark. So that's basically a rough plot.
Mhm.
So, I mean, oh, by the way, before I forget, have you heard of William Castle?
I have.
Yes, William Castle was
Yeah.
a
I
wannabe.
couldn't tell you anything he's made, but I've heard of him.
Yeah, William Castle was a wannabe Alfred Hitchcock, except he was the B movies of Alfred Hitchcock.
Mm,
He would do stuff ridiculously cheap. His movies were gimmicked up. Like this one had flying skeletons flying around the place, and it had weird stuff happening during in the cinema. For
mm,
Shocker, he had vibrating seats. So every time
mhm,
something shocked on the screen, a random seat vibrated. Um, and various other gimmicks like that. So him and Hitchcock had a little rivalry going on, which is why Hitchcock's movie at the time was Psycho. So he says we're not letting anybody in after the doors. Well, basically when the movie starts, we're not letting anybody in. So you're not going to give
mm,
away the spoilers and such. And that was Hitchcock's
mhm.
gimmick, and it worked because Psycho was a $60,000 movie, and it made, I don't know, 20, 30, $40 million, and it's now a classic of black and white movies.
Mhm.
So William Castle was his kind of rival. So
Mm.
there we have it. And
Mm.
um, one thing, I'll do some trivia pieces for you. Um, each person was offered $10,000 in 1959 to spend 12 hours in the supposed only haunted house in America, or in the world rather. In today's
Mm.
money, that's $110,000. So
Nice.
it's just a chunk of change there, yeah. So if all of them were killed or all of them went completely insane, the money would go to the quote unquote winner. So they
Mm.
would walk away with $550,000. Not bad for 12 hours in a rickety old house.
Mm.
So, and the house was the Ennis House, I believe it's called, on the Hollywood Hills,
Mhm.
and apparently it was built in 1924. And
Mhm. Very famous Frank Lloyd
yes,
Wright house.
yes, and allegedly there was a murder done in the house in
Mm.
1956, is where William Castle got the idea from. So he made us into this haunted house thing.
Mhm.
So let me have that one. Let me see. Oh yeah, Julie Mitchum's ring on her finger was worth 10 times what the movie's budget was.
Oh
So
wow.
the big elaborate ring she had on her finger,
Mhm.
that was worth allegedly 10 times more than the movie's budget.
I'm
Oh yeah,
guessing that was her own ring.
yes. All the jewellery was all her own jewellery. So, because apparently William Castle saw it and went, "Oh, that's a nice ring. Could we put it on camera?" She said, "Yeah, fine." So they put it on camera to give it pride of place with the blood splattered all over their hand and the big glistening
Mm.
rings on her pinky. So yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Oh yes, and the skeleton that rises from the acid bath was a real skeleton. So there we have that one. Right then, so let's get into this house in Haunted Hill. The one thing I love about this thing as it opens up is you see the floating heads of Vincent
Mhm.
Price saying, "I'm going to throw a party, we're going to have food and wine and of course ghosts." I've got down here, that would so be me if I had the money. Just host a haunted house party. That'd be so cool.
Mm.
Although,
The I was just gonna say the thing that bothered me with that opening intro thing with the floating heads, they had the floating head of the owner of the property,
mm-hmm,
and he had like goop in the side of his mouth. This white goop. So every time he opened his mouth, you would just see it kind of lifting and moving, and I
mm.
couldn't take my focus away from it.
Yeah, he was supposed to
It was
be
disgusting.
nuts because he was supposed to be, as he says, my brother and his wife and several people threw a party here and they were all killed the next day with his wife, and the body parts were scattered around
Hmm.
the house but they couldn't find the heads. They couldn't find the heads. Ah, the heads.
Hmm.
I mean, he's supposed to be insane. So that's why he's got the sort of, I don't know, foaming at the mouth sort of thing.
Ugh.
So there's that. Although I have to say, I love the fact how you see the start, the hearses are driving up to the house. I love that one. That's a nice little dark touch. You know, you're going to a
Hmm.
haunted house, so you arrive in a hearse. I kind of love that one. It's kind of delicious.
Yeah. And the hearses were his wife's idea.
Yes, of course they were. Yes, yeah, I just love that one. And what I love about this movie is the banter that Vincent Price and Carol Omar have.
Mm.
Like it's a sort of love hate relationship that she can't stand him and he loves to hate her and she hates to love him sort of thing. And the banter, the venom that spits around, it's like I'll give you $1 million
Hmm.
to leave me, but you want it all, don't you? And he's sitting there shaking the champagne bottle, and he goes, "What if I was just to twist it and pop you in the head with it?" And she's like the other three wives, and she's like, mm. So yeah,
Hmm.
the playful banter they have is just kind of delicious. I kind of love that one. It's kind of sharp and
Hmm.
venomous, which
Yeah.
you never got that in the 50s, especially in the late 50s. That was more of a 60s thing where the wife and the woman was kind of sharper. And usually in the 50s they were all and all that stuff, like the Nora
Hmm.
actress. So I mean,
Yeah, I like that in the modern version as well, particularly. I mean, Famke Jensen is
mm,
fantastic in everything she does, in my opinion. Um, so yeah, I really enjoyed that in the modern day version. I was happy to see that it was, very much in the original version.
yeah, yeah. Although I will say the owner of the house, Pritchard, played by Elsa Cook, he was working my last nerve towards the end also. He was getting progressively more drunk through the movie.
Mm,
And he's walking, at one point he's wandering around the place with a butcher's knife in his hand, and I'm like, what the hell's going on?
hmm
They hand out guns to all the people. I'm like,
hmm
why would you need guns? They're ghosts. I
To
mean,
kill each other so
yeah,
that there's only one left.
yeah, that's true. That's very true. I mean, but I was going, Kieran. I mean, I love the fact how this gigantic house, they're supposed to be like 8 bedrooms and all this stuff and split levels and all this malarkey, but it only has 2 floors, well, 3 floors. It has like the top floor where bedrooms are, the ground floor where the living
Mm,
room and the piano room and music room is, and the basement where the wine vat is. I'm like, this is
mm,
supposed to be a huge house, but you only see 3 floors and a handful of rooms. So this
hmm
is how you can tell.
I didn't I didn't enjoy the fact that like the outside of the house, like it's a very iconic landmark in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very famous house, obviously, but the interior is of a completely different home,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I don't.
which, and it's very clearly not the same. You can
Yes,
tell. It's
yes.
just not the same.
No, no. I love the fact how the Hershey's drive up into the driveway of the house. It
Mm,
then cuts as one of them stalls in the driveway. It then another one's behind it.
hmm
It then cuts and the cars are driving away as they're parked. I'm like, so you didn't have
Yeah.
permission to drive into the actual house itself
hmm
then? And then you have the 5 actors wandering around the place figuring how do we get into this building because we don't have rights to be standing here. And then just
hmm
one of the actors open a door and it's clearly a set as he's open walking in and I'm like, wow, so you
mm
didn't have the rights to film in this iconic grand
hmm
house. So I mean, oh dear God.
Yeah.
Although I do love the fact how as soon as they walk in the house, they go, oh my God, the ghosts are ready to, they're frisky tonight, and a chandelier just crashes down. I'm like, so who set up the
hmm
chandelier then? I mean,
I don't know. I
was it,
guess the wife?
yeah, the
No.
wife, or was it the ghost? Was it the, clearly it wasn't the boyfriend because he was in the limo driving up, or the hearse rather, driving up
hmm
to the house, so, hmm.
Yeah.
Or was it the ghosts? Ooh, I mean, spooky. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Although I love the fact how he goes, there's going to be food and drink. There's drink, yes, but there's no food. I'm like, where's the food? I mean,
hmm
and
Yeah.
they have the two staff members a blind maid. Why would you have a blind maid?
Yeah, the blind caretaker who apparently can float
Yes,
as well.
yes, yes, yes. I'm like, what the? I love the fact how the they go down to the basement and they go, this feels weird. And the pilot guy, what's his name, Lance, goes 36912, and he goes 369. Oh, hold on, it's a false wall, and I'm knocking on a wall. And out of nowhere, the blind mate just floats and scares the shit out of the Nora chick,
Mm,
who's easily scared. I'm like, what the fuck? Where the hell did she
hmm
go? She just floats out the door and just vanishes into fresh air. I'm like, what?
hmm I don't know. She's blind. I guess that's what she does.
Mm, I love the other
She
one.
just
The
floats around the house.
Yeah, I love the other one. The butler, her husband, is supposed to be partially deaf, so you've got a blind maid and a deaf butler. I mean,
Hmm
genius.
Yep.
Oh dear, oh dear. I love the fact how they're not going to lock doors until midnight because there's supposed to be 12 hours exactly from midnight to midday. And it's like quarter to 12, and they bugger off and lock the doors and lock them in the house. I'm like, handy that. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I love the fact how they didn't even attempt to open a door or smash a window. They just go, oh, we're stuck. Let's get drunk on the brandy and the whiskey and
Mm-hmm.
such, and let's wander in a place with the guns. I'm like, what? You don't? Why not use the guns to shoot the locks of the door
Mm-hmm.
or smash a window? I mean,
I mean, at the end of the day, there weren't any actual ghosts in the house.
no, no, no.
So, I mean, you could have just had a drink, gone to bed, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
collect your $10,000.
Yes, exactly. I sort of says to my partner, I says, why don't you stay all of them stay in one room and
Mm,
have a drink and stay up all night? You know, play a game of cards or
mhm,
something, or do what I've done in the 50s. I mean, put the radio on or
mhm.
play some records or something like that. I mean, and all stay in one room so nobody can mess around and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
because it's when you're saying that, where did the quote unquote decapitated head come from? Because there's a scene later on where Nora finds a head in a box,
hmm
and I'm going, so it's one of the missing several heads then. And all the fact she goes, oh my
hmm
god, it's a ghost head, and runs off, and it's like, oh dear God, love. I mean, was it me or was her screaming just working your last nerve? She screams at
It was a
everything.
lot.
Mm,
It was a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I love the fact how the Nora like latches onto the pilot Lance. I'm going, you know
hmm
this guy for half an hour, and you latched onto him
mm
because as the cars are pulling up around the bends of the hills, Vincent Price has a voiceover saying that this is Lance. Is he as brave as his pilot ego would suggest and such like that? And this is what's his name, Doctor Trent. He's a psychiatrist who doesn't believe in hysteria. He wants to prove that hysteria doesn't exist. That it's
hmm
all in the mind. I'm like, well, Kieran. And then we had Ruth Bridges, who apparently was up rivals in debt due to gambling. So, and finally Pritchard, who apparently wasn't doesn't want anything to do with the house at all, unless Vincent Price pays him $10,000+ to spend the night in the place. I'm like, so you're terrified of this house because your brother died. You then spent the night a week after your brother was killed, and it's the ghost spooked you that much that you were turned
hmm
half insane. But you not want nothing to do with it. But you'll spend a night in a place for 10 grand. Really? I mean,
Why wouldn't you just sell the house? It's worth
mm,
more than $10,000.
yes, exactly, exactly. It's a dear, oh dear. I mean, I love the fact how Annabelle, the third wife or fourth wife,
Mm,
she goes, so tell what happened to your second and third wife, and one got away, but the two of them were missing. They went mysteriously missing. So they're
mm,
saying that Vincent Price has killed two of his four wives, and the other one's just disappeared. So,
hmm
hmm,
Interesting. Did
yes,
they also get thrown into a tub of acid
mm.
that is inexplicably in this house for some reason?
Yes, yes. I was going to ask that. Why would you have a gigantic tub of acid? I mean,
Or no, I guess not even a tub, like a pit of acid in
Mm,
your house.
mm.
Why does that exist? What purpose is there other than for bodies?
Killing rats, I suppose.
I, I didn't understand that at all. And oh my, one of the one of the things I did love and we had a good laugh about was the psychiatrist. Yeah, it must have been the psychiatrist, Dr. Trent.
Hmm.
Um, every time, like the one time with Nora screaming about the ghosts, and he's like, "Would you like a sedative? Have a drink and a sedative."
Hmm.
Like that was the answer to everything in the 50s. Just
Hmm.
have a benzo and a martini and you'll be
Hmm.
fine.
And a cigarette, of course, just take the edge off. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like,
And a gun.
yes, a gun. Yes, have a fully loaded. I love the fact it's another thing that annoyed me. Towards the end of the movie, when Vincent Price has caught the boyfriend and threw him in the pit of acid,
Mm.
and he's terrorising his wife with the skeleton on strings. We have to talk about because that's hilarious. I mean, it's just
Mhm.
ridiculous. And before that, Nora shoots him, and he goes,
Mhm.
"Oh," and falls down. She goes, "Ah," and runs upstairs and goes and gets the other four people.
Mhm.
I was like, how does Vincent Price know she didn't switch the guns? She just,
Mhm.
how did he know? I mean, he says, "Oh, your gun's got blanks in it," but what happens if she picked up Lance's gun or somebody else's
Mhm.
gun and just shot him? So that made me.
Mhm.
I was like, you put your hands in the life of a 20-year-old who's easily scared, and
Mhm.
uh, mm,
I also love how I can't remember if it was the head that she found in the box on her bed
mm-hmm,
that she obviously screams about and runs downstairs. And it's a very long time before she's like, "Oh, by the way, there's a head in my room.
mm-hmm,
If you don't believe me, come and see it." Like you were that terrified and screaming and raging about it, and then
mm-hmm.
it's almost like you forgot about it for 20 minutes. And I was like, "Oh
Yes,
yeah, by the way."
yes, yes. I mean, I was like, oh my god. That's what I don't get is when did the psychiatrist, or when did it wasn't the psychiatrist, it was the wife that moved the head from the makeup box, or what the hell it was, makeup bag, because the psychiatrist finds it in his closet. I'm like, so she took it out of the makeup bag and then tied it onto the closet in the bedroom. What?
Mhm.
I mean, hmm. So when did that happen?
I will, I don't know, but there's a lot of weird things that don't add up. Like, for example, when they find the wife had hanged herself,
Mm-hmm.
after that, Nora sees her through the window and the rope
Mm-hmm.
kind of snakes through and
Mm-hmm.
around her legs and da 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 da. And we later learn that obviously she's not really dead and
Mm-hmm.
she did that. How?
Yes, yes. I
How
think
did she appear outside a second story window and snake a rope in and around someone's legs?
right,
How?
right. The rope I don't get, but she's wearing a hanging harness, so she's possibly could be hanging from
Oh.
the roof and some sort of thing
Hmm.
hanging her. That's how you can do that one. But the rope, I have no idea. Fucking dear. I'm guessing you're supposed to believe the ghost done the rope, or she was that terrified she imagined the rope wrapping around her ankles. I have no
Hmm.
idea. I mean, eh?
I don't know. It's the same as the floating blind lady that's not a ghost and is actually the caretaker.
Hmm.
Like, I guess she just goes around on rollerblades, maybe.
Yeah, she just goes around on a skateboard going wee. I love the
Yeah.
fact. I love the fact she's in the downstairs. What the hell that room was? It was just a big empty room, and she's sitting there with the haunches and the claws are up like that. And she's going. I'm like, wouldn't you say, "Excuse me, love"? I mean, instead of
Mm.
going, and she goes, ah, and she just floats past. I'm like, really?
Hmm.
So you don't have a tongue in your head? You can't say, "Excuse me, love," but what are you doing down here? Sort of scenario. I mean, I'm the caretaker, Mrs. Whatever the fuck her name was. I mean, so
Well, she's blind. She couldn't see her.
No, she could hear her screaming, but you know, I mean,
Mm.
or she could have heard her shuffling
So she,
around.
so she decided she needed to take that pose, that pose, I guess, to scare them away.
I love the fact how Lance and Nora are having a full conversation, and that blind woman's in the corner. What was she doing exactly? I mean, was she just sitting there in that pose, going with the claws up,
Mm.
as they're talking about, oh, I'll chop the wall from the other side and chop it here, and she goes, I know, it's time to go, but cool, scare. So what the fuck?
Yeah,
I mean, it's
it
like a
makes no
cat
sense.
sitting in the dark waiting for you to come into the bedroom and go, "Meh," you know. So it's like
Hmm.
you also might. Oh my god. But yeah. And I love the fact how Vincent Price is so jealous. He chases away Pritchard from the wife's
Mm.
bedroom. He's like, get the fuck away from my wife and all that stuff. Don't you come in here again. Arcade chasing him away. And Pritchard's like, oh, the ghost will get her. Ooh, she's going to be taken soon. And I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Hmm.
Like I said, she's supposed to be driven completely insane. So, okay.
Hmm.
I love the fact how he goes, see that stain on the ceiling, under the roof? That's blood, and it will not come out, and it drips on the gossip
Hmm.
person. What's her name? Ruth's hand.
Hmm.
And he goes, oh my god, you're marked. The ghost will come get you, but nothing happens to her. It's only
Hmm.
Nora, and Lance that the things happen to. So why was the gossip monger? Why was she marked if nothing happens to her?
I don't know. Where did the blood come from?
From
Was that
the
also from?
I'm not sure because there's a big stain on the roof, and it just
Mm.
comes down. I'm going. That's clearly rusted water. I mean, there's a burst pipe, so and
Mm.
it splats on her hand, and she goes, "Oh, the ghosts have marked you with the blood. Oh, you're next. Oh, you know, it's got a death curse." So, I mean, it's like, I mean, like I say, but nothing
Yeah.
happens to her. It's the teenager or slash early 20s secretary
Hmm.
that gets spooked, and it's the brave pilot who gets his head. By the way, he gets a bonk in his head in an empty room.
Mm.
How? What did he do? Did they run head onto the wall and smash his? What?
I don't know.
Hmm.
It's a great question.
I love the fact how a psychiatrist just so happens to have his little doctor bag with him because of course he does. And inside that
Hmm.
there's a band-aid because of course he has a band-aid. He's a psychiatrist. I mean,
Yep. He's got a doctor bag. There has to be a band-aid in there.
oh my god. I just
I'm also not sure I understand why this particular set of individuals was actually chosen.
mm,
Because Vincent Price, or whatever his character is, Mr. Lauren,
yeah, Frederick. Yeah.
selected them,
Hmm.
but I don't really understand. I mean, maybe the journalists too, because they would document what happened there, I guess.
Mm.
Um, the pilot was the boyfriend,
Yeah,
correct?
Lance. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. And then, yeah, I guess the psychiatrist, I don't
Psychiatrist
know,
is the
makes
boyfriend.
sense.
No, psychiatrist is the boyfriend of the wife. Lance was the brave
Oh,
pilot that helps Nora constantly.
oh, yes, yeah. I don't know. They were all confused. They all look the same to me.
Although, interesting thing for you, where was I now? Alan Marshall, who played the psychiatrist, died about 4 years later on stage, acting next to Mae West. So,
Oh.
mm, in 61, I think it was, 62, he died on stage.
Mm,
So, okay then. And the
mm.
only reason why they got Carol O'Mart to do this because she was promised she would be able to sing the theme song and make more money off the theme song, but the idea was ditched, and they just had generic music playing. So she was furious. So, mm.
Carol Omar. What else? She's beautiful, or I guess was.
Oh yes, she was Miss. Oh God, what was it? Miss Idol, I think it was 1956. and she tried to become Miss America, but she came in fourth. So she's a
Oh, she was a Mormon or born a Mormon. Yeah. She was Miss Utah
mm,
and then placed fourth in Miss
yes,
America.
yes, yeah.
And then I guess she's also known as the female Brando,
Hmm,
according to the press. And they promoted her, Paramount Pictures signed her and promoted her as the next Marilyn Monroe.
hmm, not bad then.
Hmm.
Yeah. Although I've got to say, her outfits were lavish, were they not? I mean,
Very.
when you first meet her, she's wearing this sort of silver gold
Hmm.
corset thing with
Yeah.
velour pants and the velour jacket sort of thing, overcoat, what the
Hmm.
hell that thing was, with the lining that matches the corset. I'm like, wow. And then later on, she's wearing, I don't know what the hell it was, a bathing suit, and over that
Almost, John.
is a sheer
Hmm.
nighty sort of thing. I'm like, wow, no expense was spared on her outfits, but on the special effects and on the writing, yes, but her outfits were, I mean,
Hmm. Um, yeah, I wonder what her budget was.
and I wonder what Vincent Price was going for because this was I think, third William Castle movie he was in. So
Hmm.
I think Vincent Price was cheap.
And a weirdo.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I kind of like Vincent. I kind of like Vincent Price. He's the archetypical B movie actor, you know,
Yes.
who can say absolutely ridiculous lines, but you somehow believe him because it's Vincent Price. It's like
Hmm.
Christopher Lee. He can say these ridiculous lines, but you'll believe him because he's Christopher Lee. There's certain
Hmm.
actors that will spew out ridiculous crap, and you believe him. Like today's actors, that would be Jeff Goldblum. He can
Mm.
sit and spew crap out, and you're like, okay then.
Yeah, that's fair. He has that kind of air about him.
And Benedict Cumberbatch, he's another one that could spew crap out at you, and you go, yes, that makes sense. I mean, so.
I'd rather listen to Jeff Goldblum than Benedict Cumberdale. Cumberbatch.
Yes.
I'm thinking of Hubert Cumberdale from the Salad Fingers cartoon.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Um, oh, by the way, before I forget, the gossip columnist, journalist, she's based on a real person from the 50s
Mm.
that would spill the gossip or the tea, as the kids say.
Mm.
So she's based on a real person. She was
Yeah.
friends with, oh my god, I've got her name now, Joan Crawford, and would
Yes.
spread gossip about Bette Davis, and
Yeah.
the rivalry was notorious and fierce. So
Yeah. I remember that from that Ryan Murphy, Betty Davis, Joan Crawford TV
yes,
show.
yes,
There was the gossip columnist
hmm,
who, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I could
yeah.
see that. But although I didn't get that impression, like I didn't get she didn't give gossip columnist to
No,
me. She gave rich housewife.
mm. She kind of gave to me, um, was rich, but now is running out of money. Therefore, would do anything for
Mm,
money sort of personality. But
right.
no, no, I didn't see her as a gossip columnist because she wasn't taking any notes. There wasn't any
No.
stuff like that. So it's like, if you're a gossip columnist, where the hell's your notepad? Where's your camera? Say, so,
Hmm.
and it's just stupid. I mean, and she wasn't there. She
Hmm.
wasn't investigating anything, because if anything, it was all Nora and Lancer investigating.
Yeah.
She should be up
She
the.
was very in the background.
She's upstairs knocking back the whiskey and rye. No whiskey and rye. Whiskey, what the fuck that thing was that Vincent Price made her. I like, yeah.
Mm.
I love the fact how, what's his name, Frederick, Vincent Price's character, takes the bottle of booze off the owner of the house, and goes,
Hmm.
you had enough, and just takes it off. I love that one. I'm like, it's his house, it's his booze. Just takes the whole decanter of booze off him, and then goes to the gossip columns.
Hmm.
We've like a drink. She goes, yeah, give me a whiskey on the rocks and as such, and he gives her like a
Hmm.
ridiculously large drink. I'm like, okay then, that's no spirits you can see then, love. The day one's there. Jesus.
I just looked up the name of the gossip columnist. It was Hedda Hopper.
Oh yes, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, what was that called? It was a rivalry. It was called, wasn't it? Or rivals or something like that. It was called.
Feud.
Oh, feud. Yeah, that's what it
Bet
was. Yeah.
Feud. Betty versus Joan, or Joan
Yes.
versus Betty, or
Yes.
something along those
Yes.
lines,
Yes.
which I actually quite enjoyed, which is possibly rare for a Ryan Murphy show for me,
Mm.
honestly.
Mhm. Mhm. Yes. Yes. Oh, by the way, have you seen What Happened to Baby Jane?
I have it, but I've still not watched it.
Mm. It's a Sunday afternoon movie, I would say. Um,
Yeah, it has that
and
vibe.
and it's a deliciously campy OTT
Hmm.
bitch fest. I mean,
Hmm.
it's just delicious, especially Bette Davis when she goes, "You haven't had your dens," and gives her a rat to eat, and it's just delicious. It's like, it's so you can just smell the venom in the air, sort of thing. It's like the two of them can't stand each other. Two sisters can't stand each other. So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, it's just delicious. I've let a letter to Daddy, and she sings a song. And it's like, oh, she's barely hanging on to sanity. And she's dressed in the baby doll outfit and the pale white face with the red lips and the hair's
Hmm.
like all done up like baby doll hair. And it's
Hmm.
like, oh, that's quite sad. So yeah, it's just delicious.
Hmm.
It's utterly interesting fact for you. There's a scene where Bette Davis and Joan Crawford are fighting over the telephone, and Joan Crawford is leaning up against the door, and Bette Davis was supposed to kick and miss
Hmm.
her, and she kicked her in the face and broke her jaw for real.
Oh.
So Joan Crawford got her own back. There's a bit later on in the movie where they're at the beach, and Joan
Mm.
Crawford's in a wheelchair. So
Mm.
she had to get out of the wheelchair and drag her along the beach. So Joan Crawford like weighed down her dress by putting stones and rocks around the bottom of the dress and putting
Hmm.
rocks in her pockets. And apparently she strained Bette Davis's back all the way up. So wasn't that lovely?
Nice.
The two of them could
I love
not
it.
stand each other. Like there's a notorious scene where Joan Crawford owned Pepsi at the time. So
Mm.
Bette Davis put a Coke machine outside of her trailer just to
Hmm.
annoy her. It's like, oh, that's petty. It is so delicious. I mean, it's just
I love it.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, so back to this thing. Yeah, Doctor Trent. I was thinking to myself, mate, she's going to backstab you and throw you under the bus because
Hmm.
there's a glint in her eyes saying the money's mine. Once the husband's dead, you're getting. Oh my God, my boyfriend killed, or my doctor killed my husband to get the money,
Hmm.
and he took me into it because it's a character, and I'm just a poor helpless woman, don't you know? So, mm, or I was thinking you're gonna in that pool.
Hmm. I find I find it hard to believe that anyone could see her as a poor defenseless woman.
mm, mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I feel like the second the police showed up, they're not gonna be like, "Oh, this poor defenseless hysterical woman just lost her husband or her boyfriend or
Mm,
whatever,"
mm-hmm.
because she's clearly a see you
Black
next
Widow.
Tuesday.
Yeah, no, she's a Black Widow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going, yeah, I'm sorry, you're conniving. There's no chance in hell the
Mhm.
police would fall for it. Oh my, mercy me, sort of thing. It's like, no, love, you're conniving. As Vincent Price says, I'll give you $1 million to go, but you want it all, don't you? She's like, I deserve it.
Mhm.
You're jealous. You're possessive. And I was like, yeah, but look at what he's given you. He's given you the jewels, giving you the clothes, giving you this
Mm-hmm.
lavish lifestyle, and he's rented this gigantic house, allegedly, gigantic house
Mm-hmm.
for one stupid party. I mean, that's one thing that the remake has over this. In the remake, the guest that oh my god, what the hell's the guy's name? The guy who played Vincent Price's character. Um,
Oh, I don't know his name, but I know I see his
anyway,
face.
the point being, he
Um,
types in on his laptop. He types in various people he wants to have it, and the computer wipes it out as a ghost wipe it out, and then put the names of the ancestors. That's what I liked a bit better
mhm.
because that links it more to just some random people. That one's
Yeah,
a secretary.
Jeffrey Rush
Yeah, Jeffrey Rush.
was
Yeah,
his name.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I say, in this one, it's a secretary, a pilot for some reason, a psychiatrist, a gossip monger, newspaper reporter, and the owner of the house
Hmm.
who may not be insane. And of course, you've got Vincent
Hmm.
Price and his the wife. So there's seven people. So it's like there's no connection to the house. Why would you need a haunted house for this? Can you just have it in any house?
Hmm.
But so, I mean, I never got that myself. But whereas the remake, it does actually have, yes, the ghosts took the names and put them in, and they're all linked to the house. What happened in what it was, the 40s, 50s, or 60s, when the hell it happened, when the place burnt down.
Hmm.
So yeah, that makes it more
Yeah.
interesting. And the ghosts actually do stuff in the remake,
Hmm.
well, they don't in this. I mean, there
Yeah.
may not be ghosts in this house, but in the remake, there's ghosts. But in this one, there's a chandelier that falls. Ooh.
I think considering the time it was made, I mean, I don't know, maybe this was scary in its time. But I
Hmm.
mean, compared to now, obviously, I mean, we've discussed this before at length, but I mean, back then, I think kind of the suggestion that there may be ghosts
Hmm.
is maybe more terrifying than the ghosts themselves.
True. True. Yes. Yes. As Hitchcock said, the power of the suggestion, the power of the mind, is more scary than I can create. You can create it in your own mind, therefore you will scare yourself
Mhm.
more. So, yes.
Exactly. When you start to fill in the blanks yourself, that's where it's
Hmm.
that's where fear is.
Yeah. Yeah. And as Freddie says, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. I mean,
Hmm.
so yeah. Yeah. Although I want to swing back to the whole tank of acid. Now, the owner of the house says that the previous owner, who had several people dying also mysteriously, hmm, that was a vat for mixing wine. So who put the acid
Okay.
in the thing, and how deep is the thing?
I mean, did the previous owner do it, or
Uh,
did the wife or Vincent Price? I don't know.
it's a big question mark. Although there's a gigantic hole in the ground which has got like a wooden door over it, and that's supposed to mix wine in it. I'm like, sure, there must be some sort of hygiene
Hmm.
risk here because it's on the ground and you've got like rats gunning around the place and
I don't know. People smush grapes with their feet, so
yeah, true. That's very true, I
so
suppose. But yeah, I mean, I was just going, why is there a deep vat full of acid? How much acid is in that? Where did they get the acid from? Wouldn't there be paper work,
mm.
paper trail, think all this acid and uh,
How long has it been since the previous occupants died and this man took ownership from his brother or sister, whoever it
yeah,
was?
brother, yeah, I have
Is that said?
no. It just says my brother and his wife threw a party with seven of their friends, and four of them went missing, and the wife went completely doolally and killed her
Mm.
husband and several of the friends and chopped them up into little small pieces. The head's never found, but it's never mentioned about the vat of it. I mean, I have no idea.
Oh, well,
So
I don't know. I guess I guess they must have filled it with acid for some
Mm,
reason.
yeah, yeah.
It must have been very easy to get a hold of acid in those days. I mean, people were using cocaine and whatever.
Mm.
Like it was like it was a headache remedy in those days. So
Yes, yeah. Toothache. Have some cocaine.
yeah,
I mean, or
exactly.
have some heroin. That'll do your
So
anxiety.
you know what? A vat of acid, probably nobody raised an eyebrow. They're
Mm,
like, that's normal.
mm. That's true. That's very true. Although I will say, but I was going to say there now something. Oh, yeah, the hanging thing.
Mm,
So she's sitting there hanging from uh, the banister, and she's hanging from the
mm,
ceiling on the staircase. How'd she get up there?
mm.
Because there's no ladder, there was no chairs, there was nothing. So how did she get up there so fast and swing away? And how did she get down so fast? And how did, even if it was the boyfriend,
I know.
even if it was a psychiatrist boyfriend that pulled her off and
Mm,
the such, what? I mean, and how was the one
I don't know.
with the scary hand, the sort of monster hand that scared Nora? I was like, what the fuck? What?
Yeah, I don't know. The hand thing, I was like, there's monsters now.
Yes, yes. And I love the fact how Nora goes down to the music room and she slams the door and the piano plays and she goes, "Oh my god, it's a piano playing!" It's clearly one of the ones you put a coin in and it played.
Yeah, it's a player piano.
Yeah, and she's going, "Oh my god, this is the scariest thing I've ever seen." Right then, I mean, and she runs
Yeah.
off. Oh,
Not the
Lance!
blind lady. That's not scary compared to a piano that plays itself.
Oh my god! And she goes, "Oh, Lance, Lance, help me, Lance!" And somehow he's been locked in a hidden door in the corridor. When did that
Mhm.
happen? I'm like, what the fuck? So,
Yeah, that was really strange. I don't know.
mm,
They found him later?
yes, they found him in the hidden door for reasons. They knew he was in the hidden door up the stairs somehow, even though nobody
Mm,
knew he was missing. Because Nora says, he might be downstairs, he might be locked in a cupboard again.
mm,
So they go up to the second floor and go, oh my god, there's a hidden door here. And he's in it. What? I mean,
hmm.
and earlier, Nora gets attacked, quote unquote attacked, by the half-deaf butler who warns her, "Run, he's going to try to kill you." Who's he
Hmm.
talking about? Was it Vincent Price? Was it the Pritchard person? Is it the doctor? Who the who? How did the but?
Hmm.
Oh my god! How did the butler know that Nora was in danger? I mean,
That's not for us to know.
mm, oh dear, oh dear. But like I says, the the saving grace for this nonsense is Vincent Price because he takes these ridiculous lines. As I says, it makes them
Mm,
work. As he knows it's a shit movie, he knows it's a paycheck movie,
mm,
but he gives it its all, and it works.
hmm.
And I love the banter. As I said, I love the banter that him and the Carol O'Mart has.
Hmm.
Clearly, she can't stand him, and he's just put up with her because she's young and hot, sort of thing.
Hmm.
I mean, so yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So, is there anything else you want to talk about this classic movie?
Hmm. No.
Hmm.
It it's just I don't I don't know.
Hmm.
It's there's a lot of holes that can be poked,
Mm-hmm.
and no matter how much you try, I mean, we've obviously tried to poke at the holes and figure things out, but it yeah, it just doesn't.
Mm.
A lot of the things don't add up, and I think because I've also watched the remake, I think in my head I'm comparing it to that too much.
Mm.
Um, So it just can't, it just feels like a very silly movie. I mean, the remake is a silly movie,
Mm,
but it just feels like a silly movie,
hmm hmm
but in a good way.
Yeah, yeah. Like, there's one thing I have to bring up, but the skeleton in the vat of acid as a boyfriend has been dunked in. How the
Uh,
fuck did that skeleton get out of that thing? Did you see it rising out of the acid? How the
yeah.
fuck did it climb out of the bath and then attack the wife? And I'm going, eh? And she's going,
hmm
oh,
And then he comes out of the shadows and he's got his little contraption with all the strings, and it's like,
yeah.
okay.
I'm like, how did you get out of the acid pool? How? And a multi-millionaire has time to construct all this crap and with the pulleys and the winches and the pulleys and the ropes and the strings and the.
And the acid doesn't affect the string.
Oh my god! Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, anyway.
It
So,
destroys all their clothing and their
mm,
skin and their muscle, etc.
mhm,
But the string is fine.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It destroys everything, but bone. It can't destroy bone for some reason. So yeah. I love the fact how the owner of the house just throws a rat into it and it goes and dissolves and up pops the rat skeleton. I'm like, oh Jesus.
hmm
Ah, dear God. So right, so let's wrap this one up then. Would you recommend this and watch it or watch it again?
Yeah, I think so. Um, I mean, like I said, there are holes. A
Mhm,
lot of movies have hot plot holes and they're still awesome.
mhm,
And like you said, it's kind of a Sunday afternoon watch.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
Um, and people don't do that enough anymore. So
Mm,
this is my recommendation. Have a Sunday afternoon watch of House on Haunted Hill.
mhm, mhm. Yeah, like I say, I've seen this a good 3 dozen times. I swear to God. This used to be the movie I played during Halloween when trick or treaters come to the door. So you just put a
Mm,
movie on like you've seen dozens of times, so you have to pay attention to it, and you just go. The doorbell goes, say, "There's your sweets," and it bugger off, and then you go back to the movie. So this is one of these movies
hmm
perfect for that, or it's perfect for a rainy day, or you're
mm,
sick. You just put it on and watch it. So yeah, yeah,
hmm
I would recommend this thing, and I will watch it again. So that's
Yeah,
two recommends then from us. Yay!
there you go. Two thumbs up.
Yes, yes. So, our next podcast is Alex's pick of the movie that would cheer him up. And you have
hmm
picked what?
Yes. So originally, I had picked Mysterious Skin, um, which cheers me up probably for the wrong reasons because it's not a very cheerful movie. So I changed pace just ever so slightly because it is in fact on February 27th, it will be the 30th anniversary of the original Pokemon game being released. 30 years is significant. And so I thought, well, what better movie to have it does cheer me up. I have fond memories of this movie. Um, Pokemon, the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back. But in theme with the podcast, I didn't want to go for the original that everybody loves and remembers fondly. I wanted to go for the remake, which was terrible and in CGI, which was Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution.
Oh, dear God.
It's the exact same movie. If I remember correctly, there's nothing different. The only difference is it's all in CGI, and
Yay.
everybody hated it, and that is why I picked it.
Now, I know virtually nothing of Pokemon. And actually, that's a lie.
Perfect.
That's a lie, actually. No, no. My best friend in college had Pokemon cards, um,
Mm,
and he used to show me the binders of these cards and would drone in
mhm.
on and on and on about things incessantly. And it went in one ear and flew out the other ear. So I know bits and pieces of the original 150 monsters, but no, I don't know anything else about Pokemon. So, and the only Pokemon
Oh,
movie I've seen is Detective Pikachu because it was a Sunday and we put it on and went, "This is terrible," but it's Ryan Reynolds and it's
rude.
stupid.
That's a
so,
fantastic movie.
so yeah.
Um, Pokemon, the first movie, is, I think, for a lot of people my age anyway. I know you're just a little older.
Mm,
Um,
rude.
it's a core memory, the moment when Ash turns to stone and Pikachu cries because everybody cries with him, and it's just a very sad moment. It's a core memory. And so this CGI version ruined that. And I need to talk about it.
Oh my god. Okay then. Okay then. Okay then. Right then. So that's coming before the end of this month. So look out for that one. And all I can say is if an eccentric multi-millionaire offers you X amount of money to spend the night in a quote unquote haunted house, just say no because it's not worth the bloody hassle.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
I need the money. I'd do it.
yeah, well, I suppose that's true. I've do it also. I mean, for what? For 110 grand to spend a night drinking
Hmm.
and wandering this stupid old house with a gun in my hand. Yeah, what the hell? Make sure to give me the check first, but
Hmm. So if anyone listening is a multimillionaire and wants us to stay in a haunted house for $100,000, let us know.
it's yes. Oh, that reminds me. I've even forgotten there. You can contact us on Instagram at Midnight Movie Mania Pod, and I'm at Here's Johnny Slim tonight. Alex is at
Mr. Alexander watches.
Kieran. Like I said, I think I forgot to do that there. So just keep on listening to us and give us a like and put this thing out there and share it with all your buddies and that's malarkey. And oh yes, so before we forget, I've put a post up on Instagram which is asking what is your go-to good bad movie. Now, if you want to go there and put your suggestion in that, and we'll cover it sometime this year. So
Have we had any good suggestions?
there's been two suggestions, and I can't remember them off the top of my head. One's
Hmm.
um, oh my god, one is Creepshow 3, which is
Hmm.
horrendously terrible, and I can't for the life of me remember what the hell this. the, the other one was. Give me a second, I'll look it up as I speak. Um, it is. What the hell is it? It is. Why is it not into that? Jaws the Revenge.
Oh.
Yes, yes. So we might do that one in July because summer.
Hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. So we've got two suggestions, and they'll be covered by the end of this year. So if you want a movie covered, stick it under that post, and we will cover it before the end of the year. So all I can say
Sounds good to
is
me.
yes. All I can say then is a bye.
Bye bye.